All right, good afternoon, guys. My name is Paul Brumbaugh, and you're on the edge. It is Thursday, January 6th, and I'm sitting here with a good friend of mine, fellow comedian. Give it up for Alessandra Valentini.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you for having me here today.
Thank you for being part of the beta test. I keep wanting to adjust things, and so don't mind me. I just don't want to cut off your head.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, it's not okay if I cut off your head.
It's been already cut off several times.
It's been cut off multiple times.
Yeah.
Jeez, wow! I had it right, but anyway, it's good to see you. You're back in the country.
Yeah, I'm back in the country after that traumatizing experience I had. Some of my friends knows about. I was robbed of everything in Mexico. I don't even want to begin to say, but that was the best way to start the year, by losing everything.
Well,
so thank you, 2022 and 2021.
It was a reset, is basically what you were saying.
That's exactly what it feels like, a setback.
A setback instead of a reset.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, whatever. As you say before, that time plus tragedy create comedy, and maybe I will find a great set about what happened, because the story is like tragic and funny at the same time, because there's too many tragical points, like passing the border by foot and having to go through a 5-hour line, and I'm like, there is no way after what happened I'm gonna walk a 5-hour line. I just started cutting the line and walked all the way to the gate, and the guards was like, just leave that lady alone, because you can see that I'm a tourist who's been robbed, passing the border with no luggage, with no car, like with my daughter, and it was tragic. And
there almost should be a fast track lane for people that have been robbed in Mexico trying to leave the country.
That's why they let me just cut the line all the way, so 5 hours became a half an hour. And I was like half an hour later, I was in the U.S. soil, which was like right there. You could see it, but you couldn't pass it.
Did you, once you get back in the country, did you do the ceremonial get on your hands and knees and kiss the earth? Or you just go, no, I'm back?
No, I'm just back here, whatever that is, because it's just the illusion of those border BS. But yeah, they're real. They're real because what happened is that I drove to Mexico with my family, and we were going to be in a gated community. We were going to be safe. We were never going to leave the car unseen for a second. And it went rail until 15 minutes before we passed the border. We stopped and grabbed some food. And I was like, I'm going to go back to the car because I don't feel like the valet at this restaurant told me to park in that specific spot, and they were going to help me watch the car for those few minutes I was going to be in, and we were going to have to pick up some medical responses. So I went back to the clinic where we had this test going on, and I went back there and I picked up the results, and then I drove back, parked again in the same spot, went inside. I said, okay, you guys, let's go. And the car was gone. That's it, like few minutes. The car was locked, the valet was there, and they're like, no, we didn't see it, you had the key. And the police comes, they're all in it together, because it feels like the whole town is like a big robbery scheme.
It's organized crime. From the moment you entered town, they had your number. They had your number, they had your ID, they had everything.
So I was naive because I didn't know my insurance didn't cover for 5 minutes or 15 minutes. Well, anyway, that was very stupid of me. So the police came, and it was a rainy night. It was cold. We had nothing with us. So the police come. I had always my money belt with my passport and my phone, and I had a little backpack with me with not much in it.
Well, at least you had your ID. You had your passport.
That was a blessing. I know.
Some people get stuck in Mexico.
I'm like, how people get stuck? Like when you don't have you get everything stolen. How the heck? Sorry. I thought about it. I was like, I'm blessed I am at least to be able to get out of here.
Right.
Really, and use my credit card and everything that I have to just get out of here, and that's what we did. So, the police came. First, a shitty police guy that was like, you know, now the real police is coming. I'm like, wow, you're not the real police. It's like,
Right.
anyway, so the more cars come, and they like, in my broken Spanish, like, I understand that there's nothing they can do. They bring me around the block, seeing if maybe I parked the car somewhere else, or maybe it was parked in some gaudy garage. And I'm like,
Well, I'm surprised they
and
actually.
they asked me money. I'm like, I don't have anything. I'm like, well, maybe, you know, they didn't really ask, but they were like, you know, if you want us to help you, we can, like, let's go around the block. And then he was like trying, oh, it was ridiculous. And it was.
But you could tell he was kind of probably bullshitting.
Well, if I would have had maybe $1,000,
They probably would have found it.
I don't know. They would have probably found it. They might have not, and then I would have had even my $1,000. You know, something like that. I didn't have anything to give them. But even if I did, I was like, what is the chance that they even find it and be like, sorry, we tried. Thank you for the money. And then I'm even stuck with less. And I really didn't have nothing at that point.
Right.
I had few pesos and the credit cards. So. Few pesos that amount to nothing, because pesos really, like, it's not like 200 pesos, 400 pesos, it's like $10, I don't know, it was really not much. So the police didn't even leave us a report. They told us to take a taxi in the middle of the night and go in this 24-hour open Ministerio de la Financia, whatever, in the middle of Tijuana. And the taxi was the fucking... We get in with a price that was set, and then midway to there, he's like, no, you have to give me more money because now it's like a different tariff. I'm like, are you fucking kidding?
Right.
Get me there now.
It's always
we
just
just got robbed. You know, it's like, come on, just get me there. We get there, and it's like this mega office with, you know, people working at night, really weird. And we finally find the right department, and they gave us this little Xerox. They's like, if you don't have the document of the car with you, we can't do nothing. So file this thing online, and then we'll follow up with you. So funny enough, they just called me the other night from Mexico, and they sent me an email because that's the data we put in this report, an email, phone number. So they called me, and they, now finally a week or more later, this robbery that it's been reported. It took a week. It's been substantiated. Your car is stolen. Yeah, exactly. That's it. It's not going to be found. There's nothing going to be recovered. But at least for now, anything that, you know, it's been illegally, you know, officially stolen, you know, in Mexico. Right. And yeah, so the insurance didn't pay. I lost so many things because, funny enough, we brought a lot of stuff with us. We brought computers, we brought musical equipment because we played music. I brought my medical device, this really thing that is like a healing device, super expensive. I brought with me that I lost, wasn't insured. So those are things that I will lose and whatever. It's stuff, you know. But now you have to work through it. So I have to work through it, yeah.
By the way, I want to thank all of our viewers, even the guy that's plugging his own business on YouTube. There's a guy that actually commented on it, but his comment was his business.
Oh, well.
So he's plugging.
He's like, hey, put some, you know, advertisement of my own business.
Yeah, please. So I want to thank you guys for tuning into Facebook as well as YouTube simultaneously for our studios.
I am very thankful because after this happened, I posted and a lot of people have come through with whatever they can offer. It was really amazing, you know.
Do you have a GoFundMe page or anything?
I haven't set up the GoFund. The GoFund, first of all, it required a lot of fees. So I was waiting for the insurance, which now I know for sure they will not pay for the rest of the loan.
Because they won't do anything because it was in another country.
Yes, so the remaining loan of the car, it will be on me. Plus, I don't have a car, so I have $18,000 debt. But everything happened like a clusterfuck because beside the fact that really this thing happened last year, it was a huge loss. So now I'm not going to talk about what happened more than just the car. It happened a lot of stuff last year. It started with our bike got stolen from our house. Everything got stolen from the backyard. So we put more gates, we did, you know, more security. Then I got scammed, and so much of my saving was scammed because I fucking trust and I'm stupid. But I didn't learn enough. Then I go to Mexico without buying.
So you get
or
everything.
without getting-
Let me get this right. So you get everything stolen from your back porch, including your bicycles and everything. Which I got my bicycle stolen.
Yeah,
a
last
couple
year.
years
That
ago.
whole last year. Yeah.
Right, and then.
My car broken in several times last year as well, but that's unusual. That's very.
That's part,
usual in San Francisco.
that's
I didn't
part
even
of
count.
living in San
I don't even
Francisco.
count those things like my glass broken in.
Right.
That I didn't even count. But yes, it happened too. And then the scam online that I
Then the
had
scam
with the
online.
coins, with the cryptos, which really floored me. And then this. So now I'm like.
You've got some good karma coming your way.
Yeah, I hope so, because this was a really burning karma that I had to do, and all those.
And you're a performer. You have to go out and make people happy. How are you supposed to make others happy when you're getting kicked in the teeth by life?
I don't know. In fact, that's gonna be a big problem. I actually feel really not funny at all lately.
Yeah, it's hard to, right?
Yeah.
Because the world has a lot of crappy shit going on, and then there's our stuff, our personal lives that are
Right,
going
that
on.
on top of it, that right now floor me completely. I mean, already what's going on in general in the world has been floor me, and probably many of us in so many ways. And now this, I'm like, I don't know, I'm gonna go back to stage. And tonight we're supposed to perform together, me and Paul and all those other people.
Oh yeah, there. Hold
right
up that
here.
flyer. Hold that
you
flyer.
can't
up.
see it,
Here,
but
I'll hold it.
yeah,
up for you.
please.
There we go.
But
Here we go.
that's the show that was planned a long time ago, and now I'm like, what the heck am I gonna say? Because I have no idea.
Here, I'll hold it. I'll hold it so you can't see my picture or the misspelling of my name. Yes, Jermaine, I'm going to give you a hard time.
Thank you, Jermaine, for spelling our names all the time.
I'm gonna tell him tonight when he introduces me. Don't use my last name.
Yeah.
Just hey, here's Paul.
Paul. Here's Paul. Yes.
Yeah, because I'm thinking that can't go.
Yeah, he
bad.
called me Alexandria. I'm like, that's a city in Egypt. There's also another one in Italy, a city called Alessandra.
Alexandria.
Alessandria. What the heck?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, so we have to go to the show tonight, and we have to be funny.
Mm-hmm. I don't even, like pulling out my old jokes feels like. No, I want to make a set about what happened in Mexico. A good set, not a storytelling. But a set of
An
jokes.
actual
Actual jokes about getting robbed and how. But it will take time because I need to digest and start really. But I do. That's a big ambition that I have because I want to at least make something good out of this. This is
But
like
sometimes it starts off as a storytelling set, and then all of a sudden you've whittled it down and you've made punchlines, and you know what I mean. Sometimes you just got to talk it out. It's flip
so
therapy.
right now to just talk my story. I have no idea about it.
No, but there you go. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that's so funny. Mwah. Yeah.
So, but I mean that could be it. I mean, that is comedy's therapy. Also, is it for you? Have you dealt with other adversity and gone and tried to do?
Well,
comedy?
the fact. Well, as many of you guys know, I've lost all my hair, and I have my Bella wearing on me, my wig.
Right.
And that was the reason why I started comedy altogether. When my hair fell off because of this weird alopecia shit.
Right.
Which is, people was like, is that cancer? I'm like, no, please, no, not that one, not the big C. But, it was this alopecia. It is, well, it's not wasp, but it is.
Yeah,
It
this
makes
is
you
all
lose all
natural.
the
This bald
thing,
spot
yeah.
on the back of me is all natural. This is all me. This is DNA for my grandfather. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's called male baldness.
Yeah, male baldness. Male pattern bald. There's no pattern. It's just gone. It's just a patch.
Oh, you get some.
Oh, that would be a great place to put a nicotine patch if I really needed it.
On that spot.
Yeah, 'cause it's
That's
not
a
on
good
your
spot.
arm.
And then it never gets wet because it's never like, you kind of.
You can put it underneath your
yeah,
hat. And,
right.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. But
Okay.
that was the thing yes. So anyway, that was the thing that started me comedy.
Okay.
That was it.
Okay, so it was working through this
yeah,
kind of stuff.
it was. And it worked.
Right.
It really worked for now.
Did you
almost 3
have
years.
set jokes, or were you starting telling stories and then whittling them down?
Yeah.
Maybe that's it. So now, if you guys have any questions, it looks like we have a couple of viewers there on Facebook. Definitely hit us up. Go into the comment section. Make sure you give us a lot of love. Check out Alessandra, not what did he call it?
Alessandra.
Yeah, Alessandra, but what did he call you? Alexandria.
Alexandria, that's
yeah,
too
not
bad.
Alexandria, but Alessandra. Check her out on Facebook. It's ALESSANDRA Valentini VALTINI.
Yeah.
Yeah, did it? Okay.
Yes.
I blew Alessandra at the beginning, though.
It's okay. It's all good.
Oh, I didn't even look down at this. Don't look at that. Yeah.
I am very grateful about all the love that I received from a lot of my friends, people I haven't heard from years, and I'm really grateful. And then, of course, the support that many people talked to me and called me. I have a friend that is like, I never use my car. If you ever need it, he lives in Oakland. He's like an old brother of mine that I love so much. And he's like, yeah, he's also like, everyone is broke. It's not people that are rich. The people that came through are people that are like, hey, when I save more money, I'm like, no, you don't need to save. I'm thinking now, I talked with some people if my option would be maybe, declare myself broke or pay the shit. I don't know, but Anyway, I want to change topic.
It will all come with time.
I want to change topic right now.
Okay, let's change gears. So
yes.
Where do you want to go next? Where are we doing next?
We were talking earlier about some San Francisco topic that could have been interesting to talk about, but I don't know if the radio.
That's actually would be great. So the streets of San Francisco.
Oh my God, you guys! Now that I have to walk and take the bus, San Francisco is broke as. It's disgusting. Everything is dirty. Everything is not working. There's homeless everywhere. That shit in the street, and I'm like, can you guys put some bags? Doggy bags, like little dispensing bags for those poor people that don't know how to shit. I'm not even saying like a porta potty every 2-3 blocks. That would be a great thing.
Right, but actually, pet waste bags, but for humans.
For humans, which is the same at the end. Something, I don't know. It's really, now that I'm walking, I realize I kind of feel like I went back 17 years ago when I first got here. No, about 17 now.
Oh my gosh! Now you're really starting to date yourself.
I'm dating myself. I'm like,
but 17 years ago, you were hoofing it around the city doing.
Well,
what
I
you
was
needed
like,
to do.
I was definitely, I had a car, but then I sold it, and then my daughter and I was walking a lot and taking transportation, and I remember a lot of those things that now are actually worse, and it didn't actually get better, or it's just, there is more nice building now around. That's what had happened with San Francisco. There's a lot of.
Well, it seems like it goes through different transitions where there's really nice buildings. Even we're on 7th and Market here in San Francisco. And actually, one block over, they actually started really building up that next street over, which is Mission Street at 7th, and it was looking really nice. There was a new Subway sandwich shop. There was a new Asian fusion restaurant. There was the federal building that's right behind us. It actually looked nice and clean. And then about a year prior to the pandemic, plus the pandemic, it looks like a zombie apocalypse out there. No matter where you're at in San Francisco.
Yeah.
You can look one side of the street and go,
it is the zombie apocalypse. It is. And walking around is really depressing but the good thing is that homeless people are very friendly. They're always trying to connect because they're lonely, and I'm like, hi, thank you.
And you're a nice looking lady, a nice looking person, and people want to engage with you because you've got a smile on your face.
You care for a smoke, lady? I'm like, no. No thanks. Keep your syphilis for yourself.
Yeah, they want to hand you their disease, their communicable disease.
It's like, I'm okay with that. As soon as I can get in places safely and do my things for the time being, I'm fine. I actually have to look at the bright side and appreciate the different view now of the world. Feel like I'm just like a person, just like many people in San Francisco that doesn't have a car, which is not really that horrible. It's fine.
Right now in San Francisco, not having a car is not a big deal. You just gotta be able to maneuver a little
Yeah,
bit.
it's that, you know, if that was the only thing, I would be like, okay, I can live without a car. But the whole other problem.
Well, the problem is, yeah, the way you lost your car is not a big
Right,
deal.
that's the problem. But you know, I really thank you so much for letting me talk here on the radio. We can do more things right now, talk about different things. But
Oh, yeah.
kind of how I want to go.
Let's
check. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking you're right. I mean, it's time to move forward. So now with us doing this show tonight, how much are you going to be able to start doing and booking and wanting to get out there more because of
That's
this?
a great question.
Because you were out there, you were out 4 times, 5 times a week. You were
Yeah.
slinging.
Yeah. Right now, I'm like, I don't know. I have, so far this month, I have 2 dates. One is my nightcap show on the 12th, which I have it's in 6 days. I'm going to definitely move it.
Is that
That's the one at the gallery.
at Evolved?
Yeah,
Evolved SF.
Yeah, SF in
What was
24th
that,
Street.
26?
Yeah, it's on 24th Street.
24th.
Yeah, and it was going to happen in 6 days. And it's coming out too fast.
You're gonna be fine.
I wanted to have time to promote it more, so I might actually postpone it just for the sake of the promotion,
Right.
so that I have more people, because it takes more promotion for that gallery to fill up instead of a bar or, you know, because you go specifically for the comedy show. You don't go
Right.
there to drink or hang out with your friend. It's like a show that's happening and you're specifically, so it takes a little more promotion time, and I only have 6 days, so yeah. But anyway, that, and then I might have another couple of days that hasn't been confirmed, but that's
So we need to
far.
get you some stage time. So if you're a promoter or booker in this fine Bay Area, please reach out to Alessandra. If you're kind of heart, we'll take anything from you. So
Yeah,
even just send us
I
your
mean,
good
the
vibes,
vibe-
right?
Yes, the good vibe is the one thing that helped me a lot right now.
And cheers. I'll cheers you. This is coffee. She's got her water.
I got water.
I want to thank you guys very much for hanging in there. I think we're, how many minutes in? We're 22 minutes in. I still
Yeah,
haven't
that's
heard
good.
you guys comment with me at all.
It's okay.
Really?
If you guys want to comment, we're here to take comments from you. Anything like advices, congratulations, or little, whatever it is, little hearts, sad face.
Yeah, while you're sitting here surfing the internet,
Paul likes comments. We need that. For
we need some sort of interaction.
Yeah.
I can see how many viewers we've got by just looking up here on our
Oh,
header.
that's nice.
Isn't that nice?
Oh, we know how many of you are there.
Yes, we just don't know who you are unless we're tracking you, and we haven't started doing that yet. So I want to thank you guys for tuning into Edge Studios. This is the kind of programming we'll be doing a lot of original content, talking to real people like Alessandra here, and hoping you'll hang out with us. Please make sure to like us, subscribe below, and
Yeah, Paul just starting this. He used to have a different radio station. This is something he just starting, and it's fairly new and basically still like all the equipment's around. There's 3 rooms with soundproof walls. It's pretty cool. I like it here, and it's in a terrible area in San Francisco. But the building is protected.
yeah, we're in a fortress.
Yeah, with an old elevator, they have to have the guy that comes and pick you up at the elevator and close the door for you. It's like really funny.
Yeah, you feel like you're in an old movie where they're taking you in a department store and they've got the lever. Where is it? It's like a lever that goes across.
Yeah, that kind of really.
It's like all the way down in the basement, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
What do I feel like? It sounds like a Simpsons character there. Yes, sir. Gotcha, sir. What else do I have for you? I would tell you to call the studio line, but we still haven't got it patched into the board, so we can't put you on the phone. So thank you guys for hanging in there. I'm going to cut this one off at 24 and something minutes. Alessandra Valentini, thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Paul, for having me. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear. All right, guys, from San Francisco, keep standing up. We will see you next time here on The Edge of Insanity.